Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too come in off the bye, so we should have 2 teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Williams to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw there complete to Myers.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
On play action, here's Tua. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Rodgers going to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Williams to return.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Ferguson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Achane will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Rodgers.
His throw incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. To the right side and complete to Washington. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Tua on the bootleg here.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Tua to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Cook.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
On play action, now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Rodgers again now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Up the middle, Achane.
A nice little juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Tua. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing.
There he goes, left side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
James Cook.
75 yards.
And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 now on first down.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
18 more yards there and another first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Tua going to throw. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rodgers will try again on second down.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is the defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Keenan Allen, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Elijah Mitchell, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Marvin Mims, 51 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Again, it's Achane.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Achane once more.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the return is Williams.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the handoff, it's Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Option handoff now to Achane. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, It was going nowhere from the start. It forces a fourth down.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Niners on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here. This one out of bounds.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
They start the drive with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. They kept it in the air on fourth, Charles. They ran on first and second down, tried it through the air on third and fourth, couldn't come away with anything on fourth and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out of the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Right back to Achane on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
Running left, Achane.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
A legend.
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 49ers 19-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not... Touchdown, Jaguars!
Kyle Pitts.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On this day, the great... But at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the 49ers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.